Satya and I'm back today with another video. So this particular tag I have been thinking on for a very long period of time, and I really wanted to do this because it's kind of fun tag, and I have seen a lot of booktubers doing this, and it's kind of interesting. So yeah, I have not been tagged by anybody. I'm just doing it all by myself. So as you guys have guessed by the title, it's a very simple tag. It's a reader problem tag, and the questions are very easy. All I gotta do is that just answer them truthfully, honestly, and that's all you gotta do. So yeah, without much further ado, let's get on with the video. 20,000 books on your TBR. How do you decide what to read next? So the answer to this question is very easy. It absolutely and totally depends on my mood. Usually I always end up picking those books which are much more exciting, sort of, mystery or mythology. But other than that, it totally depends on my mood. If I'm feeling low, maybe I'll pick up something which is like pretty humorous, or if I'm feeling way too energetic, I'll go for something very slow. So it depends on my mood. You are halfway through the book and you are just not feeling it. Do you quit or are you committed? This has changed a lot for the past few months, or I think few years, I'll say. So since I've started reviewing books, it has become a little difficult to just leave it just like that. I feel that it's very, it's not giving respect to the authors, so I have to complete the book, and obviously you have to complete the book in order to review it, so I have to do it. Otherwise, if I'm reading a book just for myself, I picked it up just like that and I don't feel it, then definitely I just skip the entire thing and just read the summary, and that's all. The end of the year is fast approaching and you are so close yet so far from completing your Goodreads challenge. Do you try to catch up, and how? I don't try to catch up, not at all, because there's no point. It's like you're forcing yourself to complete the challenge when there's no point. You have to read just because you want to read, not because you have to complete some challenge or something. So if I have left, if a book or two is left for the challenge, then yes, definitely I'll give it a try. Otherwise, I won't. I'll just skip it. The covers of the series you have do not match. How do you cope? Well, obviously I'll be a little sad. Come on, the recent series which I read, the entire one, is Harry Potter, and just imagine the book covers not matching. That would be devastating, I'll say. So yes, for me it is kind of important, so that the entire cover of all the book series, it's like it should match, it should have a meaning, especially if it's a sequel, then it should definitely have a meaning, and it should have something related to the first book or the previous book. So yeah, it does matter. You are reading in public and you are about to start to cry. What do? I have a weird connection with books and with fictional characters, or if I watch a movie, I will cry. Trust me, I don't think so I have that much of emotional connection with human beings. Sorry, but yeah, for me, if there is something emotional, I am going to cry, and I've done that. Especially I remember with Shiva trilogy written by Amish Tripathi. I was reading the second part and I was literally howling in the metro station, and I was like, oh my god, what is wrong? But I did not care. People were staring at me and I was like, just leave it, you have no idea. So yeah, I end up crying, so that's fine. You do not want anyone to borrow your book. How do you politely say no? This is something which I do not like when people borrow books, because in my experience, they never return, and I hate that. Because even for me, if I'm borrowing a book from someone, I will return it, because it's like a possession. It's like something, a treasure to be, especially for those who are book lovers. So it is very difficult, and I'll just politely say no. I'll just say, okay, I don't have it, or something like that. I'll just say that directly. But yeah, if I have to give a book, then I'll just stamp the book with my name. The stamp is here. I have a stamp of my Bewitchingly Paranoid, made by Doodle. You picked up and put down 5 books. How do you deal with reading slump? So it has been happening with me for few months back, because I was just not getting the encouragement to read a book, and I was like, ugh, I did not feel. And the worst part was that I was getting these books for reviewing, and it was like piled up, and I was like, oh my God help me. Whenever this kind of a situation occurs, I usually start rereading something which I really liked, or I'll just, pick up a book randomly and just force myself to read. But luckily, recently I did both of them in a way. No, I did not reread. So I picked up the entire series of Harry Potter and I read it for the first time. So it was kind of a way of me breaking the reading slump because I finished the entire series in few days, and I was so happy and so sad because I finished the last part yesterday only. So yeah, I usually end up forcing myself. There are so many books coming out that you are dying to read. How many actually do you buy? Oh, that is a difficult part because it's not only me who ends up buying new books, it's also my mother and my sister, and at times my father as well. So it kind of becomes something that you really have to tell that, okay, I really want to buy this one, or I really want to read this one. So that kind of depends on what kind of a book, because since I recently bought the entire series of Harry Potter, so my mom was like, great, I don't know, but yeah, usually it depends on how much really I want to read, because usually the YA books are the kind of books you'll just read it once and that's all. So rarely there are books which are coming out to be so amazing that you want to read it again and again, and that hardly happens. So yeah, it depends on how I want to, whether I really want to or not. So yeah, I don't know. So guys, this was my entire reading problem tag, and I hope you enjoyed it and thought my answers were pretty truthful. So since I was not tagged by anybody, I would really love to tag few of the booktubers whom I love and adore. First, I would love to tag Murphy Nerds. Second, I would like to tag Indian booktuber. Third, Book Geeks. She is wow. So yeah, this is my entire tag and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel, and I'll be coming again back with another video soon. I have been going a little crazy. So yeah, thank you so much again. See you again next week, or yeah, this week, I don't know. So yeah, thanks. Bye bye.